Every developer knows this feeling. You need to build a UI, you open a blank file, and you just stare at it. You know what you want. You just don't want to write the boilerplate again. Meet SAKSHI, self-correcting agent kit for styled HTML interfaces. What is SAKSHI? So SAKSHI is actually for front-end developers. It's the fastest way to get from a blank file to a working reference UI. Use the output as a starting point and adapt it into your actual framework. For full-stack developers, you can prototype a screen in 90 seconds and share it with your team before writing a single line of backend code. For sales and solutions teams, if you need to show a client what their dashboard could look like, you don't need to wait for a designer. Describe it, generate it, show it. For developers who work across multiple libraries, Angular material on one project, MUI on the next, beautify after that, it's genuinely hard to remember the exact component API for each one. SAKSHI fetches the real docs and handles it for you. And for anyone new to UI design, it's a learning tool. You can watch exactly how a professional-looking component page is structured, styled, and made interactive, and learn from what it generates. The USP is simple, from prompt to production quality UI in less than a couple of minutes. The architecture. Before we see it in action, let's understand how it actually works, because this is what makes SAKSHI different from just asking ChatGPT or Claude for HTML. You open SAKSHI in your browser, which is a single HTML file. You type a plain English description of the UI you want, pick a component library, and hit Generate. Your request goes to a lightweight Python Flask server running locally. It receives your prompt, your library choice, and your AI provider, and kicks off the agent pipeline. It also streams every step back to your browser in real time so you can watch it happen. Agent 1 starts by thinking. It asks the AI a focused question. Given this UI description, which components will I need? The LLM, Gemini, Claude, or GPT-4o reasons through the layout and returns a component list. Then Agent 1 acts. It visits the live documentation website for your chosen library, right now, in real time, and fetches real selectors, real code examples, and the correct CDN links. No guessing from training data. After generating the HTML, Agent 1 checks its own work. Is the structure complete? Is the JavaScript finished? Are the right CDNs loaded? If anything is wrong, it rewrites it automatically and checks again. This is the self-correcting part. Once the HTML passes, it goes to Agent 2, the beautifier. Agent 2's only job is to make it look good. It analyzes the CSS, spots anything flat or weak, and rewrites the entire style block, adding gradients, shadows, hover effects, and animations. Both agents are powered by the same LLM layer. One config change switches between Gemini, Claude, and GPT-4o. The final output streams back to your browser as a single standalone HTML file. No build step, no dependencies. UI walkthrough. At the top of the left panel, your library selector. As of now, SAKSHI supports React Bootstrap, Chakra UI, Ant Design, and 7 more defined libraries, and a custom URL option where you can point it at any library documentation page you want. Next to it, your AI provider. Gemini is set as the default. Switch to Claude or GPT-4o with one click. No restart, no config file. And here's something worth knowing. The better the model, the richer the styling. Gemini will give you a solid working UI. Claude will give you something that looks like it was designed by an expert. Below the prompt box, 2 tabs. Recent shows your past generations, color-coded green for success and red if something went wrong. Examples gives you ready-made prompts to try. A login page, a dashboard, a registration flow. Click one, it fills the box, type your prompt, as detailed or as brief as you like, and hit Design UI. While the agents run, you see a shimmer skeleton preview. Then the real UI fades in. Once it's done, copy the entire HTML with one click, or download it as a standalone file, open it in a new tab, or browse the raw code in the built-in IDE viewer. Everything you need to take it further is right there. 3 prompts. First example. We provide a prompt. And here's the result. No framework, just HTML, CSS, and vanilla JS that mimics the MUI visual language. Same prompt, change one thing. Switch the library to beautify, custom library use. This is the point of the live doc scraper. Sakshi doesn't have one fixed opinion about what a login page should look like. It inherits the opinion of whichever library you chose. Third example, something more complex. Prompt change to create an admin dashboard with Angular Material Library. This time, let's watch the agents think. Agent 1 identifies the components it needs. It fetches live Angular Material documentation for each one. It generates the full page. Then, it checks. Is the structure complete? Are CDN links present? Is the JavaScript finished? It found one issue, fixed it automatically. Second check passes. Agent 2 takes over. It spots the CSS is sparse. It rewrites the entire style block, gradients injected, card hover effects, staggered animation on the stat cards. And here's the result. Sidebar collapses. Search filters the table in real time. Status chips are color-coded. Charts rendered in SVG, all working. One prompt. What comes next? Sakshi today generates a complete front-end UI from a single prompt. But this is just the start. The most exciting thing coming next is screenshot to UI. You paste or upload a screenshot of an existing page, an old internal tool, a competitor's dashboard, a hand-drawn wireframe, and Sakshi analyzes it alongside your prompt. It preserves the structure, upgrades the design, and generates a modern version, especially powerful for legacy system modernization. After that, back-end agents, not just the front end, but API endpoints, data models, server logic. A full working application generated from a description. The goal is a complete development agent. You describe what you want built, and Sakshi builds it, front to back. One last thing. Making Sakshi was really fun. Although it took over 30 versions to get to the exact point I had envisioned in my mind, it was absolutely worth it. At last, thank you all for watching this video and putting in your valuable time. See you in the next one.